Yo, what up? Oh, snap. What's cracking, you guys? I don't know why the hell my body's off the screen like that, but what's cracking, everybody? Welcome to another fantastic episode of Gaming Got Me in My Feels. Always up in my feels. I'm always thinking about gaming in one way or another. Whether I'm going to work, coming home to talk to y'all, or I'm just hanging out with the family and whatnot. We are all gamers around this household. But what's up, everybody? Please do your thing. Hit that like button. If you're new, subscribe. Learn more about myself, the people that are around this channel, and also about gaming. Now, I'm going to do my best to keep everything a buck with y'all today when I give you some of this information. I'm sure you guys seen some of the thumbnail. It was pretty wild. Got a dump truck with some of them 360 and Halo stuff going on. And then, we got some crew news and stuff like that. So before we get into it, I just want to send out a special thanks to those of you that just started following me yesterday. A lot of you came through to hit that subscribe button from NLG podcast I did yesterday with Mike Mullis. It was an absolutely great time. What's up, Dragonheart Yobi? I see you up in the chat, brother. Thank you so much for coming out. But I just want to send out a special thanks to Mike Mullis and his crew over at NLG. There's some really, really great individuals over there. Very supportive. In fact, they are the very first people I've ever had literally tell people, go to this man's channel and hit that subscribe button. And I was blown away at how many people actually went over and just did that, knocked it out. I've been on so many podcasts, and that was the first time that had happened. So I thought that was super duper dope. And I just wanted to shout out Mike Mullis on that dope stuff that he did for your boy Ham Solo. But now we have hit that portion of the conversation that we need to go to the news and see what's cracking, see what's really going on in the gaming world as of right now. And I have a new game to show you guys that if you haven't been following Twitter or haven't been following gaming news as of lately, here's something that's pretty interesting and pretty cool. Ubisoft announces the Crew Motorfest. Let's go. I'm pretty stoked about that. I really loved the Crew 1. The Crew 1 was pretty cool. The Crew 2, I kind of fell off. Not that long ago, they released an X and S patch and a PS5 version, I guess, for the Crew, but it really didn't go out the way I expected it to. It was supposed to be, better textures with higher FPS, but it just didn't look that good to me. So now Ubisoft, after updating the last game, which I thought was very minimal, they came out and announced I believe it was just yesterday. 21 hours ago is what it says here on Game Rant. This article right here is by Navel Lahiru. I'm probably chopped that up. Don't care. Moving on. But anyways, it says Ubisoft announces the Crew Motorfest. Ubisoft Ivory Tower Studio officially announces the next entry in the popular open world racing franchise, the Crew Motorfest. So let's go on ahead and check out some of this article real quick, see what's going down with it. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I mean, I seen the clips from it, Dragonheart Yobi. I see you up in the chat. I seen the clips. It was just like a short, 45-second clip that I seen yesterday. And it looked fairly clean, but it also looked fairly arcadey as well. I don't remember the game that it reminds me of. I'd have to pull it up on my Xbox, but it still has that kind of arcadey aspect to it, look-wise. So it looks like it should be fun. Should be goofy. And if you check out any of the preview that they showed for it, you can kind of see the track and how it's laid out and how the area around it's laid out. Looks like it can get pretty wild in there, but that's the crew. The crew's always been pretty nuts. But anyways, the article goes to read as the crew is getting a new game as Ubisoft announced, which, I mean, Ubisoft, they definitely need to show out because they're not doing so hot right now. The Crew Motorfest, although not a game-changing addition to the open world racing genre, the Crew garnered a sizable fan base over the years thanks to the franchise's 2 titles. Many speculated that a new game was in the works for a while. Now Ubisoft announcement has made it official and come as welcome news for those who were expecting a new Crew title. So there you go, got a new Crew coming out, but let's read a little bit further, see if we can find out any other information. So it says, developed by Ivory Towers, the popular open world racing franchise. Last entry came in form of the Crew 2 in 2018. While the game itself didn't set any records for Ubisoft, it still managed to generate excitement among fans in hopes of what the studio does next with the series. The expectation was validated by 2021 when an unannounced The Crew project was reportedly leaked with codename Orlando. Hey, Florida, what's cracking? iDrive, let's go. iDrive is dope out in Orlando if you don't know. But anyways, let's see. Though unconfirmed at the time, Ubisoft reveal offers a glimpse of what the new racing game will look like. Let's scroll down a little bit. Maybe they got a little, yeah, here. So here's the teaser trailer. Let's go on ahead and check it out real quick. All right. Let's go on ahead and check it out. See what it's all about. Oh, of course. One more time. Let's run that back one more time. See if I can get these settings up for y'all. Yeah, there we go. Now we talking. So now maybe you guys see what I'm saying. It still looks a little arcadey, but it looks really fun too. I think I could vibe with that. I could rock with that. You're right, Dragonheart Yobi. The Crew 2 had a lot of content. Yeah, I mean, like I said, just last year, just late last year, they no, not late last year. I think it was summer, like June or July of last year. They did that update with the Series S and X, and I believe they dropped more content in that and whatnot. So. I mean, yo, Ubisoft has been staying on top of the Crew fairly well, which is a good thing. Hope to see good things come from Ubisoft in the near future, especially with all the stuff that's kind of going on around there. But the announcement was made via an official teaser trailer for the Crew Motorfest, following a tone similar to Xbox Forza Horizon 5. So that's kind of what I've been describing just a little bit ago, of just like this kind of arcadey feel of the game. The in-game 4K footage showcases a variety of environments ranging from the benches to the rainforest environments, all based on, I don't know how to pronounce that, a part of the Hawaiian Archipelago. I don't know. Too big. I need your help with all these with all these Hawaiian stuff. Oh my bro, too big. But anyways, the studio mentions that the festival will feature a series of tailor-made races, themed events, and other unique challenges in the game. While Ivory Tower is yet to announce a specific release date for the Crew Motorfest, will be launching later this year and is now accepting registration for the Insider program. So there you go. If any of you guys are looking to get into this game, peep that last sentence right there. While Ivory Tower is yet to announce a specific release date, the Crew Motorfest will be launching later this year and is now accepting registration for its Insider program. So go sign up if you think this game looks hot and you want to play it. Yeah, Dragonheart Yobi with the correction. I love it. He said Archipelago. I did my best, bro. But we got to keep it moving. So yeah, this is the Crew right here. Brand new game that's going to be coming out later this year. As I said just a moment ago in the last sentence, make sure you go sign up right now if you want to be part of that Insider program and get a taste of what that's all about. But now we got some sad news from EA. And I got a little bit more sad news than just this for EA, unfortunately, today. So this comes for like console games right here. The next two that I'm going to be talking about are going to be going for mobile. They're having some mobile issues with a couple other games, but we'll get into that here in just a little bit. But reported 18 hours ago by Samuel Will Bramlett from Game Rant, Star Wars Jedi Survivor gets hit with a delay, which I'm actually not too worried about. What's cracking, Sir X-Men? Thank you for coming to the stream. Had a wonderful night with you last night, and Mike Mullis and the NLG folks over there. Thank you so much for showing up today. But we're going to continue on. So it says the team behind Star Wars Jedi Survivor releases a statement confirming that the game is delayed in order to fix some issues. I don't have any problem with this being delayed. There are so many games coming out this year. There are just so many games. I mean, we got Hogwarts coming in what? In 9 days? Hogwarts Legacy is supposed to come out. I already know, Dragonheart Yobi, you said that's immediately going to your backlog, although it's a day one for you, right? So, but my whole point, even with that statement that I just made with Dragonheart Yobi throwing that into his backlog immediately as soon as he gets it, that just tells you like, yo, bro, Dragonheart Yobi and many people like myself have so much to play right now. And then on top of some of the games like myself that are playing like an art game, or some people may be playing like what is it, ESO, Elder Scrolls Online, or whatever games, like there's these games that I still got commitments to, and then there's some games that I'm still trying out while games are still coming out, and it's just like I just never have enough time to get to all of them. But I tell you what, I ain't mad at it. So Jedi Survivor, if you got a delay, that's fine. So it says the team developing Star Wars Jedi Survivor released a statement informing players that the game is delayed in order for the game to reach Respawn Entertainment standards. Sounds good to me. Many fans are eager to get back into the Star Wars Jedi Survivor universe and explore more of Cal Kestis' story, so delays can be hard news. However, a delayed game could eventually be good, and this delay might give the developers the extra time to polish up the gameplay. Respawn has been working on Star Wars Jedi Survivor for 3 years, only 3 years, since back in 2019 when it was released. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which launched without delays according to Respawn CEO Vince Zampella, There were talks of a delay for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order as well, but the ultimate decisions were made to hurry up production and ship it on the planned November release date so it could take advantage of the holiday sale. The initial release date for Star Wars Jedi Survivor was March 17th, so it's being pushed back into April, which we'll be getting to here in just a moment in the next paragraph. But I'm telling you, it's okay that a game, gets delayed every once in a while. And it's pretty cool in this specific situation that they just got done saying in that last paragraph that, we were going to delay Fallen Order, but we just pushed it out because of holiday season. This time they don't have to. They can come out and make sure that it's just chef's kiss quality, which is tight. Dope. But continuing on, the official EA Star Wars Twitter account posted a message alerting fans that in order to hit the level of quality expected out of the sequel, Jedi Survivor is delayed 6 weeks, which isn't that much longer, making its new release date April 28th. So it's coming out April 28th. According to the same message, the game expansiveness is an answer to player feedback sparked by the desires to meet fans' expectation after the huge success of the first installment. Respawn wants to do the story of Cal Kestis and BD1 justice, and to that end, it says that the content of the game is all there. It just needs to be debugged and optimized. I'm telling you, y'all shouldn't be mad at this at all. If anything, y'all should be giving them a hand over at Respawn. They ain't making y'all do anything crazy to figure out how to play this game. And what I mean by anything crazy is they're probably not going to come out with these crazy Forspoken specs. I would be insanely surprised if you had to save up 150 gigs or 200 gigs of storage space and have a 40 series just to get decent fidelity with good FPS. I would be surprised if Respawn did that at all. I think they want to get ahead of this catastrophe that is games coming out broken day one. So I'm more than happy to wait to make sure that this game comes out nice, clean, optimized properly, and looking fantastic. Because if you guys have seen the trailer for this game, it was phenomenal. Or actually, I take that back. So the trailer at the Game Awards, yes, that was phenomenal. But I remember the very first time that they showed it, when they just showed Cal. Oh man, it was insane. And he turned on the lights. Man, I'm telling you, this game's gonna be fire. This game's gonna be absolutely fire. But let's go on ahead and finish up this article. It says a delay of 6 weeks isn't good news for eager players, but it may be worth it in the Star Wars Jedi Survivor team gets the time they need to fully realize the game. While the sequel maintains many core gameplay elements from the original Star Wars Fallen Order, players will need to balance 5 new different stances in order to defeat combat-specific enemies. Interesting right there. Nice. So a little extra added stuff. Good to see. Besides the new combat mechanics, Star Wars Jedi Survivor added a zipline grapple hook that provides players with more options for crossing distances quickly, along with Cal's new ability to tame creatures that can be used as mounts. What? I didn't even know that, bruh. I didn't even know that. You could tame creatures to travel big distances. That's fire. I don't know if any of y'all knew that already. If y'all didn't know that already, more power to you, but I didn't know that. That makes me even more excited. I love it when a game has a good way to get around. I hate feeling slow and clunky in a video game. It drives me insane. Let me go to the chat real quick though. Yeah, Sir X-Man says, hello everyone. Dragonheart Yobi says, this is not sad news. Hell, delay it to May 4th. Facts, that's what I'm saying. Like me, I've been stuck on Star Trek Online. I know the feeling. Sir X-Man talking about them games grabbing a hold of you. And then Dragonheart Yobi back in the chat again saying, hell, delay it to the middle of summer. I don't care. I told people before the new consoles came out, the generation is the gen of delays, fam. It was gonna be on a bigger scale. I love it. Dragonheart Yobi also says, I cannot stand He said, I cannot stand Cal. I'm getting this on PC and wait till the mods drop so I can replace him with someone different. Disrespectful. How don't you like Cal? He seems like a really nice dude. Did you not see him at the Game Awards? Dude did his part. How don't you like him? I'm curious. What happened, Yobi? What happened? But anyways, Dark Optimus, what's cracking? He says, what up, Ham? And then Sour Blow up in the chat. What's cracking? Thank you guys for coming through. If you haven't already, hit that like button, share this out. If any of y'all are new, I know y'all in the chat. Y'all ain't new, but if anybody watching is new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, come back. I'm always doing stuff like this. I got a show tomorrow. I got a couple shows tomorrow. One with Danielle Games, which she has a crazy retro setup. And then also got Seamus Blackley coming on, the creator of Xbox, 8 p.m. Eastern. Let's go. But anyways, let's finish up the last couple sentences of this article. It says, in Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Cal finds an ancient Jedi floating in a Bacta tank. I don't know what the hell that is. Waiting to awaken. Now fans will need to wait 6 more weeks to find out who this mysterious Jedi is. Oh well. Anyways, but Dark Optimus says, oh man, Cal is an awesome character. Sending shots over at Dragonheart Yobi, gotcha. And then Sour Blow says, you should see him as the Joker in the Gotham series. Great actor. Oh yeah, I forgot. Wasn't that what was that show? What? I know it was the God. Man, I thought that was that wasn't Suicide Squad. It wasn't Suicide Squad because that was a different actor. I'm thinking of something different. But anyways, let's go on to The Verge and talk about some interesting other EA stuff that's not so good. So we got right here from The Verge by Richard Lawler and Jay Peters. They wrote this article saying EA is shutting down Apex Legends Mobile and not giving refunds. Ooh, that's not okay. Oh man, got Stadia looking mighty fly right now, right? But anyways, it says Apex Legends developer Respawn Entertainment, same crew. Same crew that's making Jedi Survivor. It says Respawn Entertainment announced the game's mobile version will shut down in all regions on May 1st. Just a few weeks shy of its 1-year anniversary. Yikes! Yet another game to be shut down within a year. Y'all remember Babylon's Fall? That's getting shut down this month. Babylon's Fall is going bye-bye. Later on, I believe this year, isn't the Avengers having something go down? Yobi, you already know. Let me know. What's cracking with the Avengers? But anyways, it says gaming's mobile version will shut down in all regions May 1st, just a few weeks shy of its 1-year anniversary. As if that wasn't enough bad news for players, it also said that once the game is gone, so are any items or extras they purchased in Apex Legends Mobile. Yikes. EA shared the news about the change as part of its Q3 fiscal year 2000 or what the hell 203 earnings result. Got it. All right, so a news post from the company described the shutdown as a mutual decision reached with its development partners. Apex Legends Mobile was developed by Respawn and Tencent Lightspeed and Quantum Studios, which also handles the mobile port of PUBG. Respawn's post reiterates that note, but start by claiming, following a strong start, the content pipeline for Apex Legends Mobile has begun to fall short of that bar for quality, quantity, and cadence. Since it launched, Apex Legends Mobile has had a reputation for adding tweaks players would have liked to see in the full game, with extra abilities for existing legends, new game modes, and a pair of mobile exclusive legends, Fade and Rhapsody. As of 4 p.m. Eastern Time Tuesday, you can no longer buy things with real money in the game. Oh, yikes. So, okay. And the game will also be pulled from app stores. It will officially shut down at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on May 1st. However, EA isn't providing any refunds for real money purchases per the term of the EA user agreement. Oh, leaning hard on that agreement. Nah, not a good look. Not a good look if you are a fan of EA and you play games on mobile. This is not what you want to see. And you just wait. We got another article that we're going to be hopping in that's not too different. So anyways, it says the company wrote in the FAQ that might feel like a slap in the face to people who had invested their cash into the game, and it looks especially tight-fisted from EA when developer Iron Galaxy and publisher Epic Games are offering to refund players for their purchase in Rumbleverse. Ooh, remember that game? Didn't last very long. Rumbleverse was hot butt to me. I literally watched a bro play it, and I was just like, I just can't do this. This is like Fortnite, but wrestling. Anyways, ahead of the just announced shutdown of the game, however, it seems there could be some form of Apex on mobile in the future. In EA earnings call, CEO Andrew Wilson said that EA and the development partner chose to sunset this version of the game, and that the company has plans to reimagine a connected Apex mobile experience in the future. Later in the call, Wilson added that mobile will be a growth vector in the future for the Apex franchise. EA is also halting development. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the pause button right here because this is going straight into the next topic. So I might as well just jump right over there to Game Rant and let's talk about it right now. So from Game Rant, Raul Landaverde or whatever. I'm really bad at these names. I apologize, Raul. I apologize. But anyways, before I get into that, let me go over to the chat and see what's cracking real quick because EA, what's going on? But anyways, because it felt like EA was starting to really garner that respect back, and I feel like for console players they're still garnering that respect back. But man, you're kicking the mobile fans in the face on this one. Make sure you guys hit that like button and share this out. Thank you so much. But anyways, going over to the chat, Sour Blow says, oh, okay, I already read that one. Dragonheart Yobi says, read my EA sentence. I'm shocked this myself. Matt Likes Games says, what up, folks? What up, Matt Likes Games? Happy to have you here. What's cracking? Hope you're having a good day so far, brother. And then Dragonheart Yobi says September is the month Avengers dies. So he's going back to answer that question that I had earlier about what happened to the Avengers. He says, and also on March 31st, all cosmetics in the store become free. Well, that's a nice touch, I guess, for this or whatnot. But anyway, Sour Blow 18 says Xbox should offer EA to put Apex on the cloud like they did with Fortnite. That would be a fantastic idea, right? They should totally do that. If they don't feel like going through all this process of making a mobile game that's separate than the base game, then absolutely, I think that's a smart idea. And they might be heading towards that direction, Sour Blow, so we don't know that yet. What you're saying could be already a fact. Dragonheart Yobi said already shared it out. All right, cool. But yeah, check this though. Battlefield Mobile ceases development. Studio shuttered. Oh man. Electronic Arts confirms development of Battlefield Mobile for Android and iOS has ceased, and the game's development studio is shutting down. Electronic Arts has ceased all development of Battlefield Mobile for Android and iOS. The game's development studio, Industrial Toys, has been shuttered. The company will be pivoting in a new direction away from Battlefield Mobile as developers at DICE continue to work on Battlefield 2042 updates and new Battlefield projects. So we already kind of knew, if you guys have been following along at all in the past, that they did mention, DICE did mention that they're already kind of working on a new Battlefield as they got that Battlefield 2042 out. And a lot of fans, I remember, were not too stoked to hear that they were already kind of jumping ship into another Battlefield. I find it just interesting. I'm not the hugest Battlefield player. I'm not a big Battlefield player at all, but I do enjoy downloading it every once in a while, hopping in a few games with some friends and stuff like that. It's still a fun game, and it's a lot better than it was at launch. So I'm not going to sit here and just throw shade all over Battlefield's name. They made a ton of great improvements and did add some content. They need more content, sure, but they definitely made some great improvements to help out that game's longevity. But let's continue with the article. After many years of development, EA and Industrial Toys released the Battlefield Mobile open beta in select regions around the world this past November. The free-to-play shooter would be EA's first Battlefield title for mobile devices, and players in Southeast Asia would be the first to try out Battlefield Mobile on Android. However, the lack of availability in the US and Europe encouraged some doubt among Battlefield players in these prominent markets. The uncertainty surrounding Battlefield Mobile would be justified only 3 months after the open beta launched. Okay, EA published its financial results for the third quarter of the fiscal year 2023, revealing development of Battlefield Mobile has been canceled and the Industrial Toys studio is being shut down. The company decided to pivot from the current direction of the best to best deliver its vision of the Battlefield franchise and meet the expectation of its players. As a result, Battlefield Mobile development has ceased. I mean, they are just repeating this over and over in this article. They're just saying, they stop. I feel like I'm reading the same sentence like 20 times. As EA and DICE focus on updating Battlefield 20, what is happening right now? I must have just read this goddamn thing. So I'm just gonna go to the next paragraph. Industrial Toys was founded in January 2012, so they've been out for about 10 years, by former Bungie president Alex, I'm gonna chop this name too, Seropian? I don't know. Former Bungie project lead Brett Pease and Seven Lights co-founder Tim Harris. The company's debut project was Midnight Stars, the first-person sci-fi shooter released in February 2015 for iOS. Battlefield Mobile was Industrial Toys' first and only project under the EA umbrella following the studio's acquisition in July 2018. Battlefield Mobile joins the same fate as the free-to-play Apex Legends mobile game, which we just got done talking about, which is being shut down completely this year. EA reassures fans that more updates are coming to Battlefield 2042, but Battlefield communities waning interest leads many to anticipate the next entry in the long-running series. However, EA and DICE can continue to learn from the mistakes of Battlefield 22 while developing a brand new Battlefield title. At the very least, EA is committed to developing more Battlefield games while taking players' expectations into consideration, which a lot of these publishers and developers need to start doing that are around these big companies. It would have been really easy for EA to kind of fall into the same missteps as a publisher like Ubisoft, but they did make some adjustments earlier than Ubisoft, and it's paying off now. As for like Need for Speed Unbound, Jedi Survivors making a good comeback. Madden, although I don't like it that much, it seems to be better than the year prior. So, hey, I think EA is turning around for the better, but I'd still like them to do some of the great stuff that they used to do in the past that make their games so much fun. Bring back EA big. I'm sorry. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, so the very last paragraph, at the very least, EA is committed to developing more Battlefield games while taking players' expectations into consideration. The well-received launch of Dead Space remake, that's another one that I didn't even think of just now. EA is doing fantastic. Look, Dead Space, everyone's loving that purchased that game. I haven't got it because I literally just beat the first one last summer. I'm not dying to jump back into it quite yet. I am playing Dead Space 2 right now, which is a phenomenal game. I'm playing it on PC. But as for jumping back to Dead Space 1 right now, not yet for me. I need at least a year or two to pass before I go into that game first. But what's up, Mr. Joanna Dark? I see you up in the chat. What's cracking? I'm actually going to go to the chat here for just a quick second, and then before I go to the next article. So let's see what y'all been saying. So, Sour Blow says, "Have you seen the finale or the final?" I don't know. No, I haven't. I'm guessing. But he also says it's like Apex, but Battlefield from ex-DICE developers. Okay. Oh, so you're talking about a game, the final. All right. Looks sick. There's also the ones making Arc Raiders. Miss Joanna Dark also says, "I would love a Dragon Age Legendary Edition to get more people to enjoy those titles." And Sour Blow saying, "What's cracking to Dark?" But anyways, going on to the next article that I have here from The Verge today. Oh no. So, as you may have seen the thumbnail with the dump truck and Xbox 360, this is kind of what I was referring to right there. So, The Verge, Jay Peters wrote this article saying Microsoft is pulling many beloved games off of the 360 store next week. So go buy now if you really want some 360 games. So it says Microsoft will be removing a bunch of beloved games from the 360 market, from the Xbox 360 marketplace on February 7th, according to a support page of the Xbox website. Meaning you won't be able to buy them after that date. It's not all bad news. If you already bought the game that's getting pulled, you can still download it after February 7th, thank goodness. Games being removed that are available on Xbox One and Xbox Series S and X stores will remain purchasable on those platforms. So let me reread that one more time just so you can get a good understanding, just so I can get a better understanding. Games being removed that are available on Xbox One and Xbox X and S, Series S, X and S. Oh my goodness. Stores will remain purchasable on those platforms. But that doesn't mean digital games only available on the Xbox 360 marketplace will be unavailable for purchase in just a week. Users on Resetera or whatever, I'm terrible, have figured out which games fall into that category and will be going away for good. The list includes some well-known titles like Jet Set Radio, yikes, Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2, Splunky or whatever, and the Orange Box. Woo, the Orange Box, that's a big one. The Orange Box is a big one. So make sure you guys run out and get this while you can, or whatnot. But the games leaving the Xbox 360, so this is just for the Xbox 360 marketplace, varies based on your region. And you can see which titles are being pulled by checking Microsoft's site. Here's a list. Here's the full list for the US. So maybe let's go. Let's check this out. Let's crack. So let's look at some of these games right here. So I don't even know what this is. I've never even played it. Aegis Wing. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed 4, Assassin's Creed Liberation HD, Blood of the Werewolf, Blue Dragon. Ooh, I actually wanted to purchase Blue Dragon, so I might have to run that. But anyways, Breakdown, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Ghosts, Castle Crashers, Cloning Clyde, Counter-Strike Go, Dark Souls, Darksiders 2, Daytona USA, fantastic game for the Sega Saturn. I love Daytona USA. Defense Grid, Eats, Chow Down, Far Cry 2, Final Flight, Iron Brigade, Jeremy McGrath's Off-Road, Jet Set Radio, Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2, Limbo, Lost Odyssey, Mass Effect 2, Monopoly Deal, Mutant Blobs Attack, Outpost, Kaloki, Peggle 2, Phantom Breaker, Battlegrounds, Prince of Persia, Ruse, Sega Vintage Collection, Alex the Kid and Company, Skate 2, South Park Stick of Truth, Splunky, Splinter Cell Conviction, Star Wars Battlefront, Star Wars KOTOR 2, The Orange Box, The Raven Episode 1, and The Witcher 2. All right. But anyways, going back, it says, when asked about the removal, Microsoft shared the statements from the Xbox global product marketing manager Brie Adams with The Verge. It says, beginning on January 7, 2023, a limited set of games, add-ons, and in-game content will no longer be purchasable in select markets via the Xbox 360 store. These titles will no longer be purchasable on the Xbox 360 store only. The titles that are available to be purchased on the Xbox One and Xbox Series S and X stores will remain purchasable. So just to break this down, just so you don't get the idea of, hey, I cannot buy any more 360 titles, that is not true. You can still buy 360 titles and whatnot. You just won't be able to do it from the 360 anymore. Okay? That is what this whole thing is about. It just said you will still be able to purchase the ones that are available for the Xbox One and the Xbox Series S and X. This isn't taking away the games that were like backwards compatible and stuff like that. Keep in mind though, not all games that are backwards compatible are in the store. Like for instance, 50-cent Blood in the Sands, you got to go purchase that game. You cannot buy it through the Microsoft Store. Some of these games, you need the physical disc to still be able to put into your Series S and X to get them to work. So keep that in mind as well. But to continue on, you will still be able to play discs or previously downloaded games on your Xbox 360 and modern consoles if they are backwards compatible titles. So it's pretty much what I just got done saying. For more information on the games impacted in your region, visit here, yada yada. It says impacted 360 titles purchased before February 7th, 2023 will be available to re-download via your previously purchased content through the Xbox 360 download history here. Unfortunately, losing the ability to purchase purchase older digital video games is becoming something on a regular occurrence. Nintendo will be closing the eShop on Wii U. You guys throw some slander, I guess, at somebody else too while you're talking about Xbox. But okay, so we'll be closing the eShop on the Wii U and 3DS in less than 2 months. Microsoft has previously delisted several Forza titles, and in late 2021, Sony made much harder to shop on the PS3 and Vita stores. Remember, they tried to shut that joint down until the people said, stop it. But anyways, while it's disappointing that you don't have much time to make a choice about buying these disappearing Xbox 360 titles, at least we know when they'll be going away. So if you've been wavering on finally picking up the orange box on Xbox, like I said, that's a big title for that. Make sure you get it before February 7th. So let me go on ahead and hit the chat, see what y'all talking about right now. Thank you so much. Stanley Francois is back up in the house. We got Mr. Inferno Games kicking it here. Cult Classic Cage, what's cracking? Good to see you up in here. Oh man, I'm happy y'all visited today. Make sure you guys hit that like button, share it out. I already know y'all subscribe. Y'all good people out there. Y'all good people. But anyways, let me go to the chat and just read some of y'all's comments real quick. Mr. Joanna Dark disrespected Sour Blow. He said, who are you? Stanley Francois, what's happening, Ham? Not much, brother. Just hanging out, throwing some news out, throwing some opinions out while I'm at it. Mr. Joanna Dark said, reset era. I have Half-Life on PC. Sour Blow says working. So he just, he working. He making that cash. Mr. Inferno Games says, what's happening? Mr. Joanna Dark says, Sour Blow excited for tonight's show later. Let's go. You know what? I work tonight. I'm putting y'all show on blast. Okay? I'm putting y'all show on blast. You will be at Gamers. So when people come in, people will walk in and see the show happen. Stuff like that. Best believe I'm doing that for y'all tonight. All right. So, and then let's see. Cult Classic Cage says, I've been wanting to play the King Kong game on 360 again for a while. LOL, love it when it came out. I have never played that game, but I do remember seeing that game, and I think it came out around the same time as the movie, if I'm right. I don't remember though. Let's see. Mr. Joanna Dark said, I purchased as much 3DS games I was missing. Smart choice, because it's gonna be gone soon. Oh goodness, Cult Classic Cage with the PC Master Race, PCMR in the house. Oh Lord. Mr. Joanna Dark says, I second that. All right, Cult Classic Cage says, I got a wrestling intro for you, Ham. I win this day. Let's go. Let's go. I love the wrestling intros. Those are, oh man, they're popping. Let's go. Sour Blow, now you're making me nervous. I mean, come on, bruh. I mean, you already got people watching anyways. What's wrong with some people shopping and looking up and saying, what's this? And I tell them, it's the Xbox International Podcast right here. Y'all need to go subscribe. That's what I'm gonna be saying, man. Do your thing. Just ignore me. I'll be in the background. But anyways, Miss Joanne Dark with the Peter Jackson's King Kong game is dope. All right, all right, all right. I think I'm caught up. So we're good to go on that one. So you got the news there for the unfortunate 360 news, but here's some more unfortunate news from Microsoft. So it says Microsoft, is it unfortunate? Because it could be looked upon as something dope too. Just depends on how you look at it. Cup half full or half empty kind of thing. So really depends on how you look at it. For me personally, obviously the layoffs and stuff like that suck, but hearing that Unreal Engine might be a thing is interesting. So I'm kind of teetering both ways on this one, but it says Microsoft post layoffs, Halo Studio is smaller and switching to Unreal Engine. This written by Jay Peters. A new game code name Tatinka will use Unreal Engine instead of the previous in-house Slipspace engine used for Halo Infinite, according to a new Bloomberg report. Okay, great. So it says Halo developer 343 Industries lost at least 95 people due to Microsoft's recent layoffs, and the studio is apparently switching from its proprietary Slipspace engine that they spent a ton of money on to Epic's games widely used Unreal Engine for future games, Bloomberg reports. Which, in my opinion, is probably a smart move, because you're going to have a ton of people that are more used to working with Unreal than you're going to have anybody that has any idea what to do with Slipspace. You'll have a lot less of a learning curve, which in return, the way Microsoft likes to do business with contracting people will make it a lot less frustrating when you get new faces in the building and stuff like that. But anyways, the future of Halo has been somewhat up in the air since the layoffs announced on January 18th. Halo Infinite had a strong launch in late 2021, which breaks my heart because, it came out strong and then just fell flat. But over time, fans started to get annoyed by frustrations with multiplayer progression, repeated delays to planned features like network campaign co-op, and Forge. Don't forget about a couch co-op that just never even happened. And no indication that new campaign content was imminent. 343 has publicly affirmed its commitment to the franchise following the layoffs. Halo and Master Chief are here to stay. Studio head Pierre Hines, who took over the role in September, said in a statement tweeted from the Halo account on January 21st, 343 Industries will continue to develop Halo now and in the future, including epic stories, multiplayer, and more of what makes Halo great. And Matt Booty, who heads up the Xbox Game Studios, told Bloomberg in an interview that 343 will continue as internal development for Halo and as the home of Halo, which I think is smart. Keep the guys that know the story, know what they need to do. They just need to follow through and stop listening so much to the exterior crowd. That's my opinion on 343. Dude, just do what you want to do and get it done. No need to, worry about all these fans and make all these tweaks for them and then cut all this content. Like just do whatever you guys planned on doing, and we'll hate it or we'll love it. More than likely, I will love it, and a few diehard Halo fans will probably have a problem with it. But I just want you to do your vision. Don't jumble up a bunch of people's visions together and expect to get something good to come out of it. But it's It's unclear when we might see the next game in the series, so it's difficult to know exactly what 343's involvement will be with the franchise going forward. For example, the studio was already working with Austin-based Certain Affinity on Battle Royale game codename Tatanka, but that game may evolve in different directions. So this was exciting because I actually heard about that yesterday, how this game might evolve into a few different things instead of just being a battle royale, which sounds really exciting to me. they might, you know, unfortunately, I don't know what's gonna be in the future for Halo Infinite, other than, you know, a few updates here and there for, you know, season 3 and whatnot. But anyways, Tatanka will also apparently be developed in Unreal Engine, which I already knew that. Maybe you guys did, maybe you didn't. While future Halo games will also explore using Unreal. Bloomberg says, if true, the change marks yet another major game developer moving to Unreal. Witcher and Cyberpunk developer CD Projekt Red announced a multi-year strategic partnership with Epic Games to use Unreal in March. And in November, Epic said that more than half of all announced games or next-gen games are made on Unreal Engine. So they did announce that The Witcher, the brand new Witcher that's going to be remade, is going to be in Unreal Engine. I remember that announcement. That was pretty dope. 343 also apparently hasn't been making new story content for Halo Infinite, which seems surprising for a game that once billed as a start of the next 10 years of for Halo, entitled well, Infinite. Right? So instead, developers were making prototypes in Unreal Engine and pitching ideas for new Halo games. Bloomberg says, I was personally disappointed to read that, as I really enjoyed Infinite's campaign. Same here. I thought the campaign was fantastic. The story kind of left you on like a cliffhanger, but I thought it was a really fun experience, and I'm currently enjoying it with my wife right now, so it's really sad that I'll have to tell her that, yo, this might be it. Anyways, it says, we've asked Microsoft for comment on Bloomberg's report. Epic declined to comment. On the day of the layoff, Bloomberg reported also that Joseph Staten, who Microsoft brought in to help with Infinite's development, will be returning to Xbox publishing division. So, yep. So there you have it, with some more Halo news that we didn't love to hear. All right, so yes, Sour Blow, I do have a show this Friday as usual, as planned. Same time, same place. Why you asking, brother? You trying to come on the show? But anyways, Mr. Joanna Dark says in the chat, TSWS game, imagine a Mass Effect style Halo game where you, as a young John 117, go on missions for Oni, and your choices progress to the next game, exploring the lore and world. Bruh, that would be dope. I can't even knock that. That would be absolutely fire. I would play that in a heartbeat. Sour says, if they do need to switch to Unreal, I wonder if they can keep a small team plus the Forge community to keep the game until they switch to Unreal fully. Yeah, that's a question I don't know. I don't know how to answer that one, bro. I don't know. I mean, that'd be interesting. But Stanley Francois says, maybe just make Halo for the next gen consoles only, so 343 is able to make the game they want, or whatever makes it. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. They need to, in fact, just, I mean, sorry Xbox One, but bye. We need to just move on. If they want to play on an Xbox One, cloud stream it. We're what? 3 years? Oh, we're on our way to 3 years into this generation. They gave you a Series S. Trade in your Xbox One, get your $50 to $100, and put it towards a Series S. Especially when they be going on sale and stuff like that. I got my Series S for $200. I mean, it was $250, but I got a $50 gift card back. So really, it only cost me about $200 because I used that $50 gift card for something else, which I took home. You know what I'm saying? So really, it's not that expensive to get into the next generation. So I don't see why Xbox thinks they need to hold up Xbox One at all anymore. They need to just move on from it. I'm done with it. The only thing I use my Xbox One for is streaming Series S and X games, watching TV, or playing my Switch because there's a HDMI in and out port for it, and it still allows you to use that, which I plug either my Switch into, PS3, or whatever I want to plug into that. So then I can still be in an Xbox party chat, listen to Spotify, and game at the same time on a different console. Pretty dope. So if that's something that you guys don't do yet with your old Xbox Ones, I highly recommend doing that. Daisy chaining your consoles. Yes, let's go. Anyways, let's see. So continuing with the chat, Miss Joanna Dark says Master Chief Collection runs on Unreal 4. I didn't know that. That's interesting. I believe, or Sour Blow says, I believe I might leave work early, so there's a chance. Okay. All right, yeah, let me know. Sour. Yeah, just throw a DM at me. And just keep me updated. You're more than welcome to come on the show. Absolutely. And Dragonheart Yobi says, I want a second team who is dedicated to Mass Effect and make a Telltale Mass Effect game. Hey, that'd be pretty dope, just to get into the lore and everything of it. Dragonheart Yobi, you know way too much about Mass Effect. I don't even know if that'd help you, bro. Anyways, Dragonheart Yobi also says, I got my Series X bundle, $115. That's what's up, bro. What the hell did you do to get that? And Mr. Joanna Dark says, I use my Xbox One to prop my... Disrespectful. Come on, man. Like I said, there's still good use for it, especially since the Switch runs like, hey, you want me to start talking about the Switch, bro? All right. Anyways, moving on to one of the last articles that I have. I seen this and I thought this was hella interesting, right? People are starting to talk about Sony making a new handheld, and I just think that's kind of interesting because some of the same people were touting about, PlayStation VR, and we've seen what just happened with that, how they just cut the production in half from it being 2 million that they were working on to 1 million. So I'm not sure if Sony is ready to come out with another new product and see if the reception is the same. Now, one thing I will say is I think a handheld from Sony would be more profitable for them than their VR. I don't think VR is quite there yet. It's not mainstream yet to play VR. It's fun. It's very casual though. Very, very casual. And you have to be plugged into the PS5, which is just silly. I mean, I think if you want to get like the best performance, you should have it plugged in to either a PC or a PS5. But I feel like they should have gave you some sort of wireless ability with it as well. That would have been dope. Hey, you can do it wireless. You might not get as much performance out of it, but you can do wireless. That would have been pretty dope. That would have been nice. A little nice extra thing that you could do with it. But the big part, the reason I think that they really didn't sell when it comes to this, when it comes to the VR, is that you can't connect it to the PC, which is insane because I think they're working on a PC app. So it's just like, I mean, maybe down the line you'll be able to hook your PlayStation VR to a PC. But as of right now, while it rolls out, you can't do it. And I think that just sucks. That's silly. That's silly to me. They should already have this stuff ready. And that's why Sony is over there sweating, in my opinion. Sony is sweating, in my opinion, because Microsoft set themselves to be spread out and all over the place. Here comes Sony late to the party trying to get a backwards compatible team. Late to the party getting the rewards program. Late to the party with the subscription service. Late to the party with oh man, they're just late to the goddamn party. with so many things that they weren't late to the party in the past. So it really just doesn't make any goddamn sense, in my opinion. Like, they should be prepared with this stuff. How you come out with a console and then make a backwards compatible team? How do you come out with a brand new VR and then tell everybody, nah, you can't play your old games on it, when the old VR was niche already? Why not bring that stuff forward and extra highlight it? I mean, sell. That's what y'all like to do. Charge them. Hey, you want your backwards compatible list? $20. And we'll bring all the old games over. Or whatever, some sort of thing. $50, $70. I know y'all love 70. Do it. But anyways, let's get into this article right here, because this is talking about the handheld, and I'm sitting here bitching about VR and whatnot. But anyways, right here it says the time is right for a new Sony handheld, with PlayStation 5 already making already a massive hit and Nintendo focused entirely on Switch. There's never been a better time for Sony to return to the handheld gaming space. So I think that would probably be smart. Let's remember how dope the Vita was. I mean, OLED screen back when OLEDs weren't big, you know, and it was a good looking piece of hardware too. It was damn good looking for sure. But anyways, this article is from IGN, but written by PlayStation Beyond, Brian Altano or whatever. He says, I know Sony has a lot going on with the PS5 being the fastest PlayStation console, being the fastest selling PlayStation console, and cutting edge new PlayStation VR headset just weeks away. But in all of this, it appears Sony has forgotten about handheld gaming, which makes me sad. Sony did some really cool handheld stuff before it seemingly walked away forever, but now handheld gaming is really big again. I'd love Sony to give it another shot. I think it'd be fantastic if they came out with a handheld. In my personal opinion, I think what they should do is come out with new phones and just make them handheld. Have them have the PlayStation app already on there and stuff like that. Like come with the phone. Why not make a phone the size of make a phone the size of the, you can't really see, make a phone the size of the S20 Note or something like that. And all you got to do is just get a backbone for it. Or it comes with a backbone or something like that. And everything works great. OLED screen, all that jazz. That's my opinion on what they should do with it. Because everyone carries a phone as it is. It'd be perfect just to make it a Sony PlayStation phone. I think that would be dope. I think everybody would buy that joint. My opinion. But anyways, the Nintendo Switch is a massive hit. The analog pockets sold out instantly. Excuse me. The Steam Deck is super popular, and every first-party PlayStation game that Sony has ported to Steam, like God of War, Spider-Man, Days Gone, Horizon, Sackboy, Miles Morales, and Uncharted, are all verified to work on the Valve portable hardware, meaning they're all basically handheld games already. PlayStation even recently partnered with a company called Backbone, like I just got done saying, to make DualSense themed controller grip for iPhone, with the specific purpose of playing PS5 games remotely. I mean, it's just said a lot of what I just got done saying. That's pretty cool. Sony is right there on the precipice of the handheld gaming again. It doesn't need to compete with DS or 3DS systems anymore, because Nintendo consolidated its handheld and console pillar with the Switch 5 years ago. Nintendo's not even looking. So now so this is Sony's chance, essentially. The PSP sold 80 million units and the Vita sold around 16. That's a steep decline. That's a steep decline. But got to keep in mind, PSP also made multiple different types, I believe. So I'm not sure if the Vita had multiple different types. They might have. Mr. Joanna Dark, you're always really smart when it comes to this stuff. I'm gonna ask you right now, did the Vita have multiple different iterations of it? I don't think so, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, continuing on, let's see. Oh yeah, but for whatever reason, the PlayStation VR that's getting a sequel, even though the first only sold 5 million units. A third of what the Vita sold. It says, come on, make a handheld system again. Some of my favorite PlayStation memories of all time happened on the PlayStation handheld. PSP was amazing for JRPG, puzzle games, GTA, Metal Gear, and so much more. The Vita, Uncharted, Tearaway, Guacamelee, Gravity Rush, Splunky, Hotline Miami, you name it, even the PSP Go, which was weird, but I bought one and liked it, even though it was that weird sliding nipple analog nub stick thing. Oh man, that was a hell of a description right there. So I want to travel the world and not look at it because my head is buried in an intense Returnal run on the Vita. I'm happy Sony is giving VR a second chance, but lockdown is over and I want to take my PlayStation games everywhere. I want to travel the world and not look at it because my head is buried in an intense Returnal run on the Vita 2 or new Super PSP or whatever you call it. The PS5 is a smash hit. PSVR 2 launches soon, although it hasn't sold out yet. Pre-order sales appear to be decent, especially considering its price. After that, it's clear skies for a new PlayStation handheld. Do it for me, Sony. Do it for the world. Do it for PlayStation and beyond. I think that's funny. I think that's kind of a funny way to end that article right there. Pretty good stuff. Oh man, do you guys think that PlayStation needs another handheld? I'm kind of curious. Do you guys think PlayStation needs another handheld? Because in my opinion, I'd say yeah. In my opinion, I think they shouldn't have came out with this VR yet. They should have came out with a handheld first. That's what I think they should have done, especially when you look at the sales numbers right here. I mean, it just got done telling us that like the original PSP sold 80 million units. The Vita sold 16, which is a super steep decline. But the PlayStation VR got a sequel after only selling 5 million units. That's not great. That's not that great, but I mean, I like that Sony's going out of their way to make something that's you know, the only rival seems to be like PC or Meta or whatnot. But at the same time, it's like you're not reading the room very well. I mean, look at your sales right now for the PlayStation VR. Yeah, you're only making 1 million when you had planned on making 2 million because you thought this was going to be a banger idea, but it just really didn't follow through. And then on top of it, like I said earlier, you can only hook it up to your PlayStation 5. Big hindrance right there. Big hindrance. All right, well, let's hit our last article for the day and just talk about some of the game releases that are going to be coming out here soon. Really excited. So let's go on ahead. And I did this last time I had the show. We were talking about some of the games that were coming out. I took a week off because of the developer direct. So we're back at it. We're just going to talk about this February. Last time I talked about like way too many dang games. I was all the way out over here where we were talking about to be announced and stuff like that. So we don't need to do that anymore. And what's really cool about this specific list from GameSpot is they update it as new games come out or get announced or or dates shift. So it really does its best to keep up. I'm sure, you know, it's not always the best, but it's good to me. So what came out today is I'll be seat. I don't know what the hell. Albaceet Warrior. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it, for Xbox Series S and X and Xbox One that came out today. And then Reactor X2 out today. PC, Xbox Series S and X, and Xbox One. Rhythm Sprout came out today as well for the PS5, PS4, Series S and X, One, Switch, and PC. Deliver Us Mars comes out tomorrow for the PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, S and X. Or I should say Series S and X, because Xbox is terrible at naming their products. And then we got Exit Man Deluxe coming out tomorrow as well on the Series S and X, Xbox One, Switch, and PS4. No PS5 port for it, I guess. Fashion Police Squad. No PS5 got that one. PS4, Series S and X, Xbox One, and PC. Tires of the Kings, Series S and X, Xbox One, and PC tomorrow. The Pathless tomorrow as well. Xbox One, Series X and X, and PC. And then on, Friday, Speedway Racing comes out for the Series S and X and Xbox One. Spellforce, Conquest of EO comes out for PC on Friday. And then next week we got Scorched Islands, for PC. Clash Artifact of Chaos for the PS5, Series S and X, and last generation PlayStation and Xbox. And then the big one is Hogwarts Legacy. That's coming out February 10th. So let me just go on ahead and look at my calendar real quick. February 10th, that's next Friday, y'all. Next Friday, you're gonna be hopping into Hogwarts Legacy. Let's go. All right. Wanted Dead. PS5, PS4, Xbox Series consoles, and the Xbox One and PC same day. Gonna get overshadowed. Blanc for Switch and PC on Valentine's Day. Same with Souls of Chronos. For the PS5, Switch, and PC, Valentine's Day. Tomb Raider Reloaded for mobile, Valentine's Day. Returnal on PC, the day after Valentine's Day. Theater Rhythm, Final Bar Line, Switch, PS4, February 16th. You know what? If it says only the last gen stuff, I don't know. I almost feel like not even announcing it, but I should show some respect. So, Tales of Symphonia, remastered PS4, Xbox Series S and X, Xbox One, and Switch on the 17th. Settlers, New Allies, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series S and X, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on the 17th as well. And Wild Hearts, EA knocking it out of the park again, hopefully. We will see about this game. I'm kind of curious, in case you don't know about Wild Hearts. Here's a little something that you guys can check out. Maybe they got a video here we could see. Let's see what's popping here. No, that's okay. This is an ad, so we're gonna have to wait a minute. Wild Hearts looks interesting though. It's like a Monster Hunter, but EA's version of it. That's at least the feels that I kind of got from it, at least, to be honest. But god dang, it's still got 9 seconds to go. But yeah, Redfall. Hopefully you guys are hyped for that. I'm hyped for it. My buddy Loke likes to call it Midfall. Super disrespectful brother. He's my brother though. He's my brother. But here we got Wild Hearts. I'm gonna mute it because I just ain't even in the mood to get copyright striked or anything like that. You know what? This is gameplay, I'm sure, so it don't matter. I'm turning it back on. We jamming, we rocking. That looks dope, though. It reminds me a little bit of like Wo Long. Oh, you guys might not even be able to hear the audio anyways. But it reminds me of Wo Long mixed with Monster Hunter. That looks dope. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, it probably switched players. That's why it looks different. Oh no, whoever's testing this is getting waxed. So, I mean, the game looks hella interesting though. Hopefully, it looks just as interesting to you, and maybe you might come to play it. When did it say it was coming out? Wild Hearts for February 17th, but just a few days later, Big Game comes out on a Tuesday. Coming up on a Tuesday, Atomic Heart, let's go right here. This game looks phenomenal. One of the best looking games, in my opinion, to be coming out in the near future. And then we got Like a Dragon. I believe that is from the crew that they had Yakuza, but they had to change the name because they don't rock like that anymore, I guess. But yeah, that comes out on the 21st, same day as Atomic Heart. I think Atomic Heart's gonna overshadow that joint right there. And Cosmonius or whatever, I don't know, for PS2 or PSVR 2. Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of PS VR games coming out at the end of the month because that's when the actual console comes out. But Digimon World also comes out the next order for Switch and PC. Horizon Call of the Mountain DLC, or wait a second, that's not the DLC. That's the PSVR 2 game, and that's the 22nd. So all of these are coming out on the 22nd, the day after Atomic Heart. Redemption Reapers, Remoteness, and then Blood Bowl 3 comes out on the 23rd. Same with Company Heroes, Sons of the Force, and then last, or no, we're not last. Jeez Louise, so many games. This is insane. Atelier Ryza 3, Alchemist of the End, and Secret Key. I don't even know what that is. This is 24th. Kerbal Space Program 2, 24th. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe Switch, 24th as well. Octopath Traveler 2, skipping out on that Xbox this time, which is crazy because the original Octopath Traveler right now is in the Xbox Game Pass store. It's insane. To me, disrespectful. Square Enix disrespectful. But anyways, 24th of February, and then Scars Above, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series consoles on the 27th, and then Catan. I think that's a card game. Wow. If I'm correct, but yeah, console edition. So yeah, wow. It comes out on the 28th, last day of the month, I believe, unless the 29th is the last day this year. I don't remember. No, it's the 28th this year. And then yeah, Destiny Lightfall comes out the last day of the month as well. So yeah, that is all the games that come out for the rest of this month. We are on day 1 of this month. Seeing that I did this today, I probably, if I come back to talk about this, I'll only talk about the week that we're currently in. But once a month, so at the beginning of March, when I do this show, I will bring up all the games that are coming in March, which is a lot smaller list than February. February is freaking insane. Look how long this list is in February. And then here's March. A lot shorter. So, fantastic. There might be more stuff to get announced and get thrown into March, which will be interesting to see. Let's see. They did move And just to hold to that point that I was saying about them keeping this stuff updated, as you can see, Jedi Survivor on this website was already moved to the 28th, and that was just announced yesterday. So they are keeping up with the news on this website. So make sure you check out GameSpot if you need to know what days games drop, or at least time periods or whatnot. But anyways, yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna go to the chat one more time because I just seen something that Cult Classic said. Cult Classic said that was interesting. So let me go from the top. Let's see. Oh, Nelson Gaming joined. I appreciate you coming through, brother. Thank you so much. And just remember, Sonic is the man. Mario better come out with his movie if he wants to be relevant again. All right. But he says, I would like a PS handheld, but they have the resources for a PS5, PC, VR, and handheld. Yes, I agree, brother. I 100% agree with that. Miss Joanna Dark says, TSWS Gaming, the Vita had a remodeled. It did, okay. It took a... What? It took away the OLED for a LED screen. So what they did was save money. Oh, I thought the next version was gonna be better, but you hit me with a super slim. But anyways, Sir X-Man says stop the cap. I don't remember what he's referring to. Maybe I was capping about something, I don't know. But anyways, Nelson comes back and says just make a handheld that plays PS4 games. For 300 PS5 type titles, no chance. Sure. I mean, that's fine. PS4 quality was good, and if you compress it into a handheld, it'd be phenomenal. Dragonheart Yobi said Ham did for the Rock Rikishi boys. Mr. Joanna Dark says Sony even launched a PS TV and that failed. Yeah, I do remember that PlayStation TV. Yikes. I mean, I don't even know why they felt the need to do that. They already manufacture TVs. I don't see why they need to make a PlayStation TV. Now I could see them making a PlayStation phone, but not a TV in which you still need something to plug into it. It just, why? But anyways, Nelson Gaming says second best selling VR headset, believe it or not. That's pretty insane. I mean, that's insane, but it's still not slanging as much as they anticipated. Cole Classic Cage says, I want the PS2, the PSVR 2. The headset and controls are insanely better than the original. The games seem to be getting more sophisticated. I'm going to wait a year or so until I have a good amount of titles. Hey, that's one of the main reasons I don't really want a PSVR right now, is because it's just the titles that are on it aren't that interesting. They aren't. And I mean, I really don't care to play Horizon. I cannot tell you how little I care to play Horizon, especially after beating Forbidden West. And I didn't exactly love that game, as many people did like that game, which is fine, but it wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. It was just like I wanted the melee to be so much better in that game, and I just thought it sucked. Let's see. Where was I? Okay, so yeah, I was at Mr. Joanne Dark. He said, I am excited for Wanted Dead coming February 14th. Okay, I see you. And Mr. Joanne Dark says, I'm downloading Fashion Police Squad. Let's go. Hey, are you downloading it on the PS5 or what you playing it on, bro? And he also says, I'm ready to play Wild Hearts. Me too, bro. I second that. Sour Blow comes out outside and says, this should make a poker game with Jim Ryan, Phil Spencer, Funikawa, and Miyamoto, Reggie, etc. That would sell bunkers on Twitter. You ain't lying, bro. If they made a game and had those guys, oh man, that would be stupid funny. Let's see. I mean, that's a great indie idea right there. I mean, you can rename them, call them Spill Pencer or something like that. Spill Pencer, Rim Giant. I don't know. Just so you don't get in trouble, I guess, but everybody still know who the hell they are. All right, let's see. It does. Tower Blow agrees with me. He says it does look like Wo Long combined with Monster Hunter. Yeah, I get that vibe. And see, I'm not that big into Monster Hunter. I wanted to be big into it, but I just didn't catch on to me that much. But this game looks a lot more interesting because I am into Wo Long, and I cannot wait for Wo Long Fallen Dynasty to come out. That game is phenomenal, and I tell you, the co-op in that game, fantastic for a Souls kind of light game. So, anyways, continuing on. Let's see. Mr. Joanna Dark said, "Like a Dragon, Inshin is a remake of the old PS3 game." Oh, okay. And then Cult Classic Cage says Yakuza fans are some of the most loyal Sims in gaming. So yeah, that's why I had to come to the chat, because I seen that comment right there. And Cult Classic Cage always has the fun takes, and I love watching them. I love watching them because watching people squirm or people chat back at her. I mean, it's funny because I know she's just laughing. She don't care. Anyways, oh, stop it, Mr. Joanna Dark. No. So first of all, he says, let's go. Atir, Ryza 3, great JRPG. Yeah, I've never even heard of that game. So you're gonna have to post some clips. Let your brother know why you should get that game. But what I don't like that you said was Mario over Sonic. You tripping on that one, bro. For the games, maybe. But for like movies and like content and like just relevance, I think Sonic's. We had an argument about this yesterday. Me and Loke did. We went at it. I told him, like, my daughter knows Sonic. She kind of knows Mario, but she knows Sonic. Let's see. Microsoft. Sharksman says Microsoft needs to bring back a new Windows phone. Oh, that would be dope. The tile features that they had in the previous one was pretty damn cool. Dragonheart Yobi says after the ABK deal, Xbox has to get at least 2 more studios focus on fighters and get cracking with Killer Instinct 2 and also a Smash Bros type of game too. They definitely have the IPs to make it happen. I'm not sure, like I agree with you on the Killer Instinct part, but the Smash Brothers type of game, they'd have to do something real special, because I tell you what, multiverse and stuff like that, I'm not playing that. And if Xbox comes out with a clone of multiverse, I'm not playing that either. It better be good, or else just don't do it. In my opinion, Xbox should step outside the box and make a wild game like Def Jam Vendetta type of style or something like that. Go outside the box, be edgy, do something weird and different and awkward. That's something that I'd love to see Xbox do. Take that step outside the box that, you know, Sony's scared to do, or you know, other gaming companies are scared to do. Because if you look at Forspoken or Horizon Forbidden West, I feel like the stories and stuff in that game are incredibly boring because they're not dangerous. They don't go off the deep end that well. Narrative wise, I feel like they play it safe for the community just so they can put that E rating or something on it, or T for teen. Like, I want to see an M-rated game that goes out of pocket. That's like something fun, like a wrestler or something like that. Let's not forget about Wu-Tang coming out with the game in the future. That's supposed to be under the Xbox umbrella, so I'm excited, looking forward to that. Still haven't heard not a damn thing about it. But I'd love to see something like that. But continuing forward, okay, PC for fashion, please. Got you, Mr. Joanna Dark. Let me see. I skipped a little bit. Nelson Gaming said, below. All right, I didn't need to read that. Let's see. Nelson Gaming also said, I didn't even like Harry Potter, and I'm tempted. Hey, right? I didn't read not a goddamn book from Harry Potter. Not a goddamn book. And I don't care about, I do not care about Rowling or any of those things. I don't care. But when you put a good game in front of me, whether it has a book or not, has a movie edition or not, if it's fire, I'll play it. I don't care. And then maybe at that point, maybe I might get into the books. Maybe that's what the people outside are scared about with this whole thing. Is like, oh no, you got people playing the game, and now it's and it's before the Harry Potter storyline comes out, you know. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna play this game, and then you're gonna want to read JK's books. I ain't going to. I can tell you that. I might look into it and like maybe look up a YouTube video seeing what the books are about, but I don't care about reading any of that shit. To be honest, I'm good. But anyways, yeah, Nelson goes on to say, I can rock with this, probably a sale game, but I'm gonna get it at some point. Okay. And then Cult Classic Cage says, laughing my ass off, love you fam, love you too, big time. And then Sour Blow says, Conkers would smoke Sonic and Mario. Hey, I ain't even mad at that. Sour Blow. I ain't even mad. I can't even be frustrated at that. I just played some Conkers the other day. The like PvP game on the original Xbox. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, that game was fun. But yeah, the controls are clunky as hell. Let's see. Nelson says, rest of the world knows Mario, kids that draw air, not just kids of gamers. Whatever, bro. Whatever. I don't care. And then Nelson Gaming says, I want Killer Instinct 2 delivered differently. I don't know. I think they should stick to the script, but maybe I do agree that they maybe should have some new things to it, but I mean, don't forget about the fans. Give them what they love. Just make it look damn good, and give them a reason to say, you know what, I ain't even messing with Street Fighter because this is too nice. First party, baby. Let's go. But anyways, Sir X-Man says, any word on the new Transformers game that they supposed to be bringing out? Not that I know of. I haven't done any research on that, brother. Sour Blow also says they should make a team battle with Overwatch style of art. Sure. That sure. Nicole Classic Cage says most companies don't do anything that challenge the status quo. Cowards. You always got some hot take. And then let's see, Dragonheart Yobi, a Xbox fighter of their IPs together. Oh, that would be super special. Yes, I can agree with you. I'd rather have that than like a Smash Brothers type of thing. Just like, let's get like a crazy Mortal Kombat kind of thing, from getting Senua from Hellblade on there, Master Chief with a sword and, you know, whatnot. And let's see, some other great, getting Chicken Chaser from Fable out there. And oh man, it'd just be cool getting Dom or getting Dom and Marcus from Gears and stuff like that. I mean, that would be fire. Yobi, I think that would be real fire. Let's see. Sour Blow says, grab some Bleeding Edge and blend it with Overwatch. Come up with something new. 100% agree. Nelson says, I can't stand Harry Potter, but looks so good. Sour says, you can, bring that conquers a PvP game with Unreal Engine 5. Hey, that'd be pretty fly. Nelson, I don't want the free play type. Just give me Killer Instinct original characters base and charge. For the rest, I can live with that. Fair enough. Okay, yeah. So you're saying, yeah, you can deal with the base characters and you'll buy whatever you. I mean, just like they kind of did with this last one. All right, so Cult Classic Cage. I'm just bored of all the same old same ham. I'm not getting any younger. Hey, I agree in some aspects, but there are some games out there, you know. I mean, I'm being biased as hell when I say this, but I feel like Microsoft might be helping us out with some of these new feelings of games. I'm being hella biased though when I say that. The one thing I do like that Sony brought into this generation, though, no cap, is that controller. I sure would like Xbox to have their own version of it and also be able to still buy the regular version of controllers I have. But to have that option would be pretty dope. It's a little late though, possibly for that, because I mean, what are they going to do? Start putting that like sense into the into the new IP of games and stuff like that, and just make everything muddy? I don't know. They could probably do it. But I just don't know if we'll ever see a dual sense from Xbox or something like that, because that's the one thing I really do like the PlayStation controller. The only thing I don't like about it is how slippery this motherfucker is. Like why is like the bottom this isn't a grip that's on the bottom of this thing. There's no grip on it. It's so damn slippery. I've dropped this damn controller like 4 or 5 times. Luckily it hasn't broke. Oh yeah, Nelson coming out with the facts right now. He said, I don't want a free. Okay. He said, Killer Instinct was underrated. People just didn't like how it was monetized, like me. Okay, fair enough. And then Dragonheart Yobi says, that's not a hot take. That's a fact. Okay. Hell, Master Chief versus Dom, etc. Facts. Put the Mandalorian in Killer Instinct too. Oh man, Sir X-Men, you had to make that be the last thing I read. Oh, okay, that's an interesting take. But anyways, thank you everybody for coming out to the show. It's been real. It's been a fun one. I've been doing this for 2 hours now, and it feels like I've been here for like 25-30 minutes or something like that. So I really appreciate you guys for keeping it live, keeping it fun, keeping it cool, and keeping it real with your boy Ham Solo today. Don't forget tomorrow, I don't know if you guys heard this earlier. I think some new people came in since earlier, but just in case you weren't here to hear it earlier, tomorrow make sure you tune in to this channel. I got 2 interviews going on tomorrow. All right, I'm actually going to share it on the screen so you guys can see it. I got 2 interviews coming out tomorrow. It's going to be a banger show. I cannot wait for it. I got these 2 individuals coming out. Let me go on ahead and show up that screen. Bam. So I got Danielle Games coming through. She's a big time retro gamer. She absolutely loves retro gaming and whatnot. She has like 4 freaking GameCubes, a bunch of old titles, NES, Super NES, Xbox. She got all the joints and whatnot. But last but not least, I am so excited for tomorrow's evening episode that I got with somebody that I believe made the most underrated console of all time. Okay, you see it. Oop, pointing in the wrong direction right here. Seamus Blackley, the creator of Xbox. And just in case y'all don't know who this is, let me help y'all out. Seamus Blackley right here. Okay. Right here. Jonathan Seamus Blackley, an American video game designer, former agent with Creative Artists Agency representing video game creators. He is best known for creating and designing the original Xbox. Okay? So he's going to be rolling through tomorrow. All right? That show is at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific time for y'all. Okay? I am very, very stoked for this because he's literally holding it in his hand. My favorite console of all time. All right. But thank you everybody so much for showing up to this stream. You didn't have to, but you did, and I appreciate it wholeheartedly. Thank you guys so much. Please make sure you guys come back for this Thursday, but also for various other shows that we do on this channel. We do it for y'all. We also do it for the love of gaming. Okay? So y'all, do me a favor. Keep it gaming and keep it moving. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.